All right, Elf story. So look, this really ain't got much. I mean, it does have stuff to do with the movie. So, what movie did we go see? Wait, he be watching my fucking content too, so he may be in here. Uh, so my best friend, right? Nerve. We're gonna call him Nerve, or actually, we're gonna call him Nervebot. Nah, we're calling him Nerve. We got Nerve and Schnurv. That's so confusing. Nerve and his wife, right? We're gonna go watch Batman versus Superman in the movie theater. I think it's opening night. I'm pretty sure it's opening night actually. So we're going to watch Batman versus Superman, right? And man, was it that or the Justice League? I gotta say it's Batman versus. It's one or the other. So we're just gonna say Batman versus Superman. So we're going to see this in theaters opening night, and my buddy's like, "Hey man, I got this friend that I want to introduce to you." And I was like, "All right, who is it?" We're gonna call them. We're gonna call them S, right? So S, I don't know this person. He's mentioned her like once or twice, maybe, right? So we go and watch the movie, and apparently they're trying to set up like a blind date thing. Like we're going there, and he's like, "Hey man, S is gonna come up here and meet us." I'm like, "Dude, come on, that's weird. Like blind dates are weird, bro. Don't do that. I don't know this person. It's gonna be awkward. I'm not sitting next to them in the movie theater. I don't know them. Like I'm gonna sit. It's gonna go me, Nerve, Nerve's wife, fucking S. Like in that order. That's how we're gonna sit, and that's how we sat. They walk in late, first of all. Like we're already in our seats, and they walk in. They sit next to Nerve's wife, and I'm like, "Hi." You know, I'm not a dick. I say hello. Like, "Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up?" Blah blah blah. So movie starts. We watch it. As everybody knows, movie's kind of shit, honestly. Like it's okay. We get to see Gal Gadot, and that's really all that matters. Um, as Wonder Woman. We do, however, that whole Martha story and shit, whatever. So we watch the movie, and I'm looking at my buddy, and I'm like, "Bro, this is so cringe. Like, what now? Do I just have to like? Are you guys gonna like stand and watch me talk to this person? Like, is that how this is gonna have to happen?" Because they're not gonna introduce themselves to me. I can already tell by looking at them. That's not how that's gonna happen. So now I have to put myself in an uncomfortable situation and be like, "Hey, nice to meet you, stranger. That my friends are trying to set up a blind date that I have no interest in. Hi." So we go. They're so shitty. We go out in the hallway, and trust me, this all wraps up into something about Elf. So we go out in the hallway, and Nerve is like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go to the bathroom." And I'm like, "All right." And Nerve's wife is like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom too." And we're standing here in a group, and I'm like, "You motherfuckers are really gonna go to the bathroom and leave me standing here?" And now at this point, I can't say I'm also gonna go to the bathroom, because even if I had to go, it's too late. You know, it's too late for me to chime in, because now it seems like I want to get away from that person. And I'm not rude. I'm not going to do that. I didn't have to go to the bathroom. So now I'm standing there, and it's just us two in this hallway at like 1 a.m. with a fucking group full of people just standing awkwardly at each other, right? We're just standing right there. And in my head, I'm like, "Yo, I need you to speak. Say something first. I can backpack a conversation easily. Just you start something and let me chime in." But right, like you say something funny or something, let me roast my buddy or let me tell a story, right? Because other than that, I don't know what to do right now. I'm kind of this is awkward, 100%. And I'm a person, I can go up and talk to anybody, but when you put me, like if I go to a Comic Con, I can walk up, strike a conversation up with a guy fucking cosplaying as Black Panther, and take pictures and fucking exchange gamer tags and social media stuff, right? I can go talk to these people, but when you put me in this situation, I'm like, I don't like it. So I'm like, "Hey, how'd you like the movie?" It's a good talk we're having. "How'd you like the movie?" She's like, "Oh, well, we're." So we start talking, and we're having like a good conversation. I'm like, typical shit. How do you know? How do you know Nerve? How do you know Nerve's wife? What's your fucking line of business? Whatever. So we talk. We have a good conversation. Yada yada. And as we're going outside, as we're going outside, we're all talking. We're in a group. I'm now deflecting and roasting my friend as I always do. We're cracking jokes on each other back and forth. And we're getting to our cars, and we all three rode together. They rode separately. So as we get up to my buddy's car, we're standing there. And I was like, hey, it was nice to meet you. I hope you enjoyed the movie. It was kind of shitty, but it had some upside to it. And I have had this running thing with my friend for a couple months previous to this at our job, right? That they started, I picked up on. Now I've been doing it. So now I'm about to do it. So they go to walk away, and they were like, bye, it's nice to meet you. And I look at him and I said, bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. And I get in the car, right? There's the Elf reference. So I'm like, bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. And I get in the car, and I'm laughing. And there's just this tension in the car, right? Like the door shut, and it feels like the car is vacuum sealed. There's no oxygen in this car. Like if somebody blinks fast enough, the car's just going to split into two, right? It may just explode. And my friend's just shaking his head. His wife, a little bit of a chuckle. And then my friend, when he laughs, his shoulders bounce. So you start to see this a little bit, and he goes, dude, why would you say that? I'm like, what, dude? Have you never seen fucking Elf? He's talking to the narwhal. The narwhal's talking to Buddy. And he goes, bro, she's... He's like, bro, she's adopted. Like, I'm not laughing at that fact. It's just because of the thing. She's like, she's in an orphanage, and she's adopted. He goes, like, that's the worst possible thing you could have said. So I start busting out laughing in the car out of nothing but pure nerves, like pure awkwardness. I'm like, no fucking way. Like, you guys didn't think to fucking tell me this bit of background information before going into this story. You didn't think for 1 second to be like, hey, bro, like, if you got to know anything about this person, just know that they're adopted. They grew up in an orphanage. That's all you need to know. Give me that information, right? Give me something about this person other than, hey, this is their name. They saw a picture of you, think you're cute. They want to watch this movie with you. I need more than that. So now I have firsthand and secondhand embarrassment, almost third-hand embarrassment. I'm embarrassed for myself. I'm embarrassed for how they felt about it. And now I'm embarrassed because my friends are fucking looking at me the way that they are. I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? And now I'm laughing. I'm just embracing it. And I'm like, that low-key, that's kind of funny, though. Of all the things I could have said, like something new that I've been saying, I chose to say that in this moment. And now everybody in the car's laughing. They're like, dude, you're such a dick. I'm like, you all are the dicks to put me in this situation. You walked me right into a brick wall. You led me to nothing. You led me into a flat steel surface. Like, I walked face first. You did that on purpose. And so we laugh it off. And I want, like, internally, just me being me, I want to apologize to this person, but I'm also low-key hoping they have a sense of humor. Because if somebody said that to me, I would laugh if I was in that situation. But then again, everybody's not the same way. So I'm like, if they took it the wrong way, I want to apologize. And if not, hopefully we can laugh about it. Either way, I need to have some sort of communication. So I think the next night he called, or she called, Nerv's wife or whatever, and was like, hey, blah, 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 Jeremy's a moron. Good thing for everybody involved. She thought it was hilarious. No harm done. They made the situation worse than it was. But I basically told somebody, I told an orphan, I hope they find their dad, is the title of that fucking story. So yeah. If it was something I was interested in, I made a hell of a first impression, I gotta say. But we've been cool since. We've chatted every once in a while here and there. She just recently had a kid. It's all been good stuff. I think I have a clip on my YouTube of me, her, and Nerve playing, I think, Sea of Thieves or something along those lines. I think that's what it was.